Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, this is Planet Wrestling's Planet Video. I am Mr. Internet. Joining me, the black sheep himself, Bobby Doll, looking stunning tonight.
Hey, listen, okay? Let's just drop that act, okay?
Well,
look, you know what? I am not happy about this. I don't like this. I don't want nothing to do with this, but I'm honoring my end of the bargain. I'm honoring my actual contract, and I'm doing what I have to do, all right? You know, I've actually manned up and I'm doing this, but I don't need any of your sarcastic remarks. Okay. And if I hear one Barbie doll from you like I did when I walked in, you know what, I'm going to smack you right here on TV.
Okay, well, for the sake of our audience, we will keep this business only.
It is business.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, I don't like doing this, but I have to admit, I am rocking this thing.
Fair enough.
So, anyway, fans, regardless of the actual heyday fair that he's having over here in his mind, we're here to push one thing. Several days from today, just a couple days away,
less than a week,
we have the biggest Planet Wrestling show to date.
I would call it an extravaganza.
It's you know what, I'm going to tell you this, take it from me, this will be the show to end all shows. It'll be hard to top this one, strictly because, and I'm going to just get this out right now, I'm tired of being everybody's joke. I'm tired of being Chief's joke. I'm tired of being the fans' joke. Listen, I am a legend on the coast. I mean, I'm Bobby Doll, okay? I have brought, I'm the only person that has brought quality shows. I am the franchise. When you want to put butts in seats, who do you call? Bobby Doll. Right there. It's as easy as that. I am the Gulf Coast franchise. But what's happened is that I have been turned into somebody's personal little pawn. I have been sucked into a joke, and I have been made to look funny, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. And you know, I might not be able to do a lot of stuff that I actually used to do, but I am going to promise you one thing. You notice Chief's not here right now.
Right.
Okay? I promise you, you have my word that this Friday night, and I am not going to tell you what's going to happen, but I am going to say this. You will see the most violent act I have ever done to anybody.
Wow, that's
this Friday night.
That's a pretty bold statement considering your career.
I could care less. Chief will no longer be in this business. I'm sick and tired of it. Wow. Look, you know what? It's no joke. I go, you know what? I went hunting with him and all that stuff, and I love to hunt. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of him. I could care less if I go hunting with him again. I could care less if I go anywhere with him again. Look. This is what it's cost me: my dignity, my pride, and my self-respect. So I'm sick of it. I promise you. Fans, if you want to see something that you've never seen before, something that you'll never see again, and I might get arrested after this night, because what I'm going to do, I guarantee is illegal. What I'm going to do will be probably the worst thing that's ever happened in Gulf Coast wrestling history.
Wow. Mark that date on your calendars, fans. April 20th, this Friday. Friday Night Fights, Planet Wrestling. At the Loxley Civic Center.
Now, with that being said, I do have to say this. We were out at the actual Strawberry Festival.
Yes.
We met thousands of people. There was 100,000 plus people there, and it was at the Loxley Civic Center. And I'm going to tell you what, there were hundreds, if not close to 1,000 posters handed out. A lot of hands shook, a lot of babies kissed. We did it up right. If anything, you can say that Planet Wrestling is a first-class organization.
All the way, and you know, it's astounding, a promotion that actually promotes.
Well, I mean, you know, that's basically what it takes. And And I can say this, you know, we are probably one of the only Dr. Thunder free zones.
Absolutely. Where's my cell phone? Anyway, let's let the fans know what else is happening Friday night.
Well, Friday night,
Loxley, Alabama.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Hang on. Okay, you come to a Planet Wrestling show. All right, this is what you're going to get. Hooked. Plain and simple. You're going to get hooked. People come and they actually leave hooked. They can't wait for the next one. And so, I'm going to tell you this. It is the only family-friendly show on the coast. You're not going to hear all that bogus cussing. You're not going to hear the promoters cussing. You're not going to hear the wrestlers cussing. It's a family-friendly. Yes, it's wrestling. Yes, it's violent. But it's family-friendly. What I have seen happen in the past couple of shows, and yet you saw this too, is that first the actual parents came.
Right.
And then they brought their kids. Why? Because you know what, you can bring your children.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I want to thank each and every one of the fans in Loxley. The last few shows, they have turned out in droves and made it an absolute blast.
And I'm going to tell you why I absolutely love Loxley, is that that's a wrestling town. That's,
all the way through and through.
Oh, you know what? That's what wrestling used to be. And speaking of that, I have gotten to thank all of our fine sponsors up there, too.
Absolutely.
You know what? I love Little G's Cajun Market, man.
That's the place to go. If you want some good, authentic Cajun meat, give Little G's a visit.
Yeah, I'm not going there. But anyway, I also want to tell you this. She makes the best po' boy. Is that it?
Yes, po' boy.
Po' boy sandwiches. She actually stops making them at around 3 o'clock. But if you want one of the best Cajun shrimp, alligator,
frog legs,
yeah, anything, she'll actually pack it on there for you. One of the best po' boys that I've ever eaten. You know what, guys? Little G's Cajun Market. It's an actual little green building with a big alligator up front.
With Mardi Gras beads all over
it. Yeah. We also love Ken's Radiator Service. Ken's a great guy. Ken gets a little bit too involved in the wrestling, okay? But Ken's a wonderful guy. Ken's a great sponsor. So, you know, if your car messes up, he's in Seminole.
Yes.
He can fix your car, pray over you, and if it blows up, he can also put it out because he is the fire chief too. He's also the local preacher.
Yes.
I think he's the mayor. Okay. He also might even be the undertaker. I don't know, but he's everything
for all your needs. Give Ken a call.
And also, we have to thank Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly, one of our best sponsors since the beginning.
Puts a flyer in every bag.
Can't beat that.
A flyer in every bag. You go into Piggly Wiggly and actually buy some food. When you leave with a bag, you'll have one of our flyers in it. They are great, great people. And you know what? If you want to be a sponsor of the biggest thing on the coast right now, just contact us. Come up to the show. Talk to us. We will treat you right. We'll give you more than your money's worth. And I promise you, you'll be hooked too. Now, I'll let you go ahead.
Well, also, I want to point out, at the next show coming up the 20th, this Friday, we're going to have Akuma Koya, the Nigerian Nightmare, back.
Oh, one of my favorites. One of my, God, I can't stand wearing this. One of my favorites. I really like this guy. He's big and he's scary.
Versatile in the ring.
One of the old school guys.
Yes.
You know, just a big monster of a man. You know,
absolutely.
He actually scares the fans. Oh my gosh, can you believe I said that? He scares the fan. Unbelievable. We also have Mike Fresca. Yes, I said it.
The authentic, official Mike Fresca will be there.
The most controversial man on the coast.
Without a doubt.
Mike Fresca is going to be at our show. You know, he got popular all of a sudden.
Yeah, he did.
Ever
so popular.
Someone said he is an actual YouTube phenomenon. Was it YouTube? YouTube phenomenon. Yes. Unbelievable.
You can only see him at Planet Wrestling.
That's it. I mean...
You may think you see him other places, but you're going to see him at Planet Wrestling.
That's a good one. You may think you see him. Okay, we also have coming up one of the few, I don't think that it's been done here in a while. We have a mixed tag coming up. We have,
wow, yeah.
Now, look, let me tell you what happened. You know what, if you watch the video, which actually, what you filmed it, of course.
Right.
I'm going to tell you this. Overstreet beat up a woman.
Yeah. For lack of a better word, yes, he did. Him and Mackenzie York got the beat down on Vision.
Here's a man who is trying to find his own identity. He is struggling right now, trying to find out who he is in the wrestling world, okay? And you know what, that's a hard thing to do, but the man's trying to find out who he is, and he gets caught up. I I don't know if he was basically, if he was defending his woman or what, but I was watching the film and I see him putting a beat down on Vision.
Putting the boot to her, fist. After everything that transpired in that match, he landed on, I'm going to go in there and beat her up.
Yeah, and listen, I've been doing this a long time, and there's several women that I would love to smack in this business, but you know what? I haven't done it.
Right.
And, I'm going to tell you, it takes a very desperate man, I guess you can say, to actually smack a woman. And, and so, you know what, that's exactly what he did. And I honestly hope he finds his own identity without beating up any more women. But yet, basically, this brought out Rex Andrews.
Yes.
And it's no secret about their history. Rex Andrews and also, with Overstreet go back.
Right.
They don't like each other. And so they also, they also just, let's see, who was it? I mean, they just had a match that night, too. But he came out and he saved Vision. And it's like Overstreet challenged both of them.
Yes.
Now, you know what the rules of this match is that Overstreet cannot touch Vision and that Rex cannot touch McKenzie. But how do I know that that's not going to happen?
Well, you look at a match like this and all you can think is this is going to be chaos personified. It's going to be,
someone's going to get mad and it'll get out of hand. Just because the men cannot touch the women, does that I didn't find in the rule books that the women cannot touch the men. You know what I'm saying?
There's always a loophole.
So if that happens, anything can happen. This is going to explode. I can see it right now.
Well, then you throw in the mix Vision, who was ready to take on both of them by herself.
Right.
She's a firecracker.
Absolutely.
She's a hellion.
I don't understand it. I kind of hated to sign. As a matter of fact, I didn't sign it. I had to sign off on it. But yet this was Elliot's thing. Right. Elliot signed this really quick, before I even had anything to do with it, and I don't like it one bit because, you got too much liability. You got too much stuff that can happen.
Absolutely, the ramifications that could happen in this match are endless.
So I don't see it ending here. I see it just starting,
escalating.
I see it as a Dr. Thunder just erupting.
Somebody shook the can up and set it down,
or just pie-faced it. I don't understand it, but it is going to happen, and it is what it is, and it's happening only at Planet Wrestling.
Absolutely. And coming up, there's some type of grudge match. Ron Horn, Ricky Rocket. This is basically the fallout from that dog collar match.
What? I like this, but there's a surprise. Okay, I have talked. Well, how can I say this? We have the return coming of one of your favorites.
Absolutely, Chris Rocket.
Chris Rocket. I found out through the grapevine that Chris Rocket and Ricky Rocket are cousins.
Go figure.
And the reason that they never really wrestled in the same building together is that they don't get along. Now, they will take up for each other, but they really don't like each other. So after I called up Chris Rocket and I already booked him, then I found out all of this. So Ron Horn is getting right in the middle of this.
Wow.
And
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, see, I don't know. It's starting to get chaotic. It's starting to get to the point to where you don't really know what's going to happen at any given time. Now, this is the thing that I messed up on. Horn signed a contract to wrestle Rocket.
Right.
That's it. He said, I want Rocket. And so it's got Rocket on it. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if because see, basically, you know what, man? Actually, Ricky Rocket said he has nothing to prove.
Right.
Chris Rocket told me on the phone he'll whoop anybody.
Right.
Okay? He just wants to come back. So, I don't know what's going to happen there either. I'm starting to lose control. Ever since Elliot took over, things have just kind of
become chaotic.
Yes, absolutely. There is no leadership. I am the leader, and that has just been stripped, pardon the pun, but taken away from me.
Right. Well, let's move on real quick. We are going to also see Chief Ironclaw going up against a mystery opponent.
Listen, I'm not going there. I've already said you... What'd you laugh at?
Nothing.
No, I mean, it ain't funny.
I'm not... No, please, continue.
Let me tell you what I did. Because I am somewhat of a generous guy.
Right.
I've also called the EMTs.
Wow.
We will have EMTs on hand strictly because what I'm going to do to Chief, and you know what, you can mark it on your calendars. You know what, it is here on tape, Chief. I'm talking to you, and I hope you listen because this is going to get through to you. Yeah, I have somebody for you. I have somebody that I have no doubt will actually take care of business. I've got the meanest, nastiest, the most violent individual that I could find. Somebody that I would not wrestle. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this: wrestling's out the door. It ain't about wrestling. It's about pride. It's about ego. People say that I have the biggest ego and I have the most pride of anybody. Well, you know what? You're going to see just how much. Chief, I'm going to tell you what, your historic career, you've done a lot in this business, and I'm so glad somebody found a tape of him in Pakistan, because you know what? He'll have a lot of time when he's sitting up in that hospital watching that tape. He'll have a lot of time to watch and see how good that he used to be.
I want to remind fans, also in action you will see Nick Bondage, Justin Stone. We will have the Achy Breaky Kid with Sugar Lips.
Let's go back to that Nick Bondage and Stone thing.
Sure.
That has, you know, every match on our card is a main event match.
Yes, it is.
Every single match on our card is going to be, or could be, like an actual main event.
Main event caliber match.
Yeah, anywhere you go. You know?
Absolutely.
And I promise you this, no apologies.
Wow.
We aren't going to apologize for a thing. We are Planet Wrestling, and our show will dominate anywhere you go. Now, with that being said, and I've got to say this, and I'm also being told we got 2 minutes. Is that what you're saying? Okay, then I'm going to just say this really quick, and then we'll come back real fast. Okay? The other night, man, let's see, what was that? You know what? There was a show held, and I've got to give props and I have got to give kudos. It was the Guild.
Guild Wrestling in
Guild
Tallahassee,
Wrestling.
Florida.
You know what, I've heard nothing but great things about that.
Right.
They got fantastic wrestlers. The show was top notch. And you know, that absolutely makes me proud to know that there's somebody else doing good first class shows and actually booking
personal pride.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guild, kudos, man. You know, I mean, you know what? I'd love to come down and actually, you know what, just catch your show. I have heard nothing but great things about it. Keep it up, because that's what the coast needs, is some more good, top-notch shows that the fans can go to and then just have a good time. There's just a couple more things we need to really talk about, so we'll be right back.
We're back.
We back? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maze and then Tyrone.
Oh, yeah, the Achy Breaky Kid with Sugar Lips.
You know what, last time I had just talked with Maze, he said that every time we actually talk about him, something always happens.
Right.
You know,
we
always cut him short. You know?
Right.
What are you laughing at?
That unpleasant business last time, but that's...
You know, I mean, we cut him short. We actually just shortened up the whole conversation.
He ends up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, I've known Maze for a long time.
Yes.
And what I don't understand is that Maze used to be a good wrestler. But now he's kind of gone off the deep end, and he's taken all of his anger out, not on another wrestler.
No.
But on a wrestler's son.
Right.
Which is unethical. Hey, I'm like the dirtiest player in the book, but what he's doing is unethical.
Right. I have to say, the only word that can describe the beatdown he put on Sugar Lips is savage.
I mean,
it was brutal.
Well, I mean, it's sad, it's foul, it's, you know, and unfortunately, it's basically within the rules of wrestling because he was out there, but it's unethical. You don't do that. That's actually taboo in this business. You don't do stuff like that.
He kind of crossed the line.
And I want to tell you something, and I don't know what's going on, but have you seen him hanging around, was it Alexia?
You know, I have noticed that.
I mean, I don't know what the deal is there, but they've been talking a lot. So anyway, that whole, Tyrone says, I don't care what happens, I basically want Maze. Okay?
Right.
So, you know, hey, you know, he has an actual score to settle, you know, and I'm gonna let him settle it.
Let him work it out.
The other thing is we have a student, okay, coming down. It's his first match. The kid begged me, said he's ready, said he wants a chance, you know, and he's gonna break in the hard way.
Right.
Okay, but that's what Planet's about. Not only is basically Planet one of the best companies out there with the most talent. But we also give kids a brand new chance. So then, you know what you'll see one of our students.
There you go.
Okay? Now, anything else that you want to talk about? What about the Battle Royal?
Yes, Battle Royale. We're going to have, it'll determine the top 2 contenders for our first ever.
This will determine
one of the contenders.
Okay? You know what? The actual first ever light heavyweight champion.
For Planet Wrestling.
Right. That's how basically we're going to start off. We're going to start off with this. So that's probably going to be the first match of the night, a Battle Royal for the first match. Can you believe that?
Can't get that anywhere else but at Planet Wrestling.
You know, look, you know what? I think we should just wrap this up because coming up this Friday, a couple days away, $10 to get in, about 30 minutes down the road.
Not far at all.
You know, it's as easy as this. If you got taken last weekend, come down and see what a real wrestling show is all about.
Let us excite you. Let us entertain you. Let us do what we do best.
Absolutely.
And that's provide wrestling action for the fans.
And get you hooked. Give you the best possible product for your money. This is what we do. We entertain you. We are professional at the highest level on the coast.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
I want fans to be watching out. Pretty soon we are going to start doing the personality profiles of all your favorite Planet Wrestling stars.
That's right.
A lot of things in the works. We're going to have some pretty good giveaways this show, as we always do. Want to remind the fans to go to the main event kitchen and get some of those chili Frito pies.
You know what? I've been told that the woman that basically runs that has just got the big head now.
Yeah, she'll sign an autograph.
Yeah. And actually, Granny, if you're there,
okay.
I've got a surprise for you, sweetheart. I'm going to be wearing one of my holy thongs for you, babe.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think? She asked me to do that.
Did she?
Yeah. She asked me to wear one. So, I will do things for the fans like that. And yet, you know what? Granny's a great fan.
Yes, she is.
And she sent me 3 or 4 love notes.
I've been hearing about these infamous love notes.
You know what? Everything was misspelled, but she sent me 3 or 4 love notes. So, Granny, keep them coming, baby.
I want to say hi to Cindy too. She's always good enough to be at the shows. All our regulars.
Yeah, absolutely. They are fantastic. We have some of the best fans in the world. What is that?
That's my first sign.
I can neither
Confirm nor deny.
And, you know what, man? It must be great just being a tweener.
Anyway, coming up the 20th, this Friday, Loxley, Alabama.
I didn't say wiener, I said tweener. Thank you.
I'm a scud. Anyway. The 20th, this Friday, Loxley Civic Center, Loxley, Alabama. Doors open at 6, bell time, around 7 o'clock.
Now, I got to say this. Mm-hmm. Someone told me that, you basically took a flight, the other day. And as you walked through the metal detector, it actually went off. What happened? Did you get patted down by the...
That was other people.
Huh? No.
That was other people.
No. I mean, that was you. That was you.
I have...
They don't... Now, I've been told that, you're the Terminator.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But I might have a surprise for you Friday.
Oh, God, I hope not.
So, fans, come on out. You never know what to expect. Other shows that you go to, you know what, you can tell what's going to happen as you walk in the door. Planet Wrestling, hey, I don't even know what's going to happen.
Right.
So, come on down. This will be the last time, I promise you, that you'll ever see me in a dress. I have basically fulfilled my end of the bargain. I probably won't even have to wear it at the show. I'm sick and tired of wearing this stuff. And, even though I am rocking this dress, it's time that I get back into wearing man clothes again.
You got to bring the vest back.
Oh, absolutely.
we look forward to seeing each and every one of our great fans in Loxley and hope to see a whole lot of new ones. Like I said, bell time is 7 o'clock, doors open at 6. Come early, come see us. You won't be disappointed.